that shit about uninteresting facts.
Oh,
Wax's
what is it?
podcast.
When's it come on?
Listen to it
Every Wednesday. Yeah. Biddy-biddy-boo, yes. Wax's podcast coming to you with episode 15. Like I said last week, shout out to my boy Ryan M. Ryan M sent me the jazz instrumental version of the podcast jingle. This week, I took the liberty of taking the original jingle, chopping it and screwing it as need be to make it go with that jingle, you know. Had to take it from the key of C down to the key of G, so you might as well screw it. And then I had to make it right rhythmically, so you might as well chop it. So there you go, chopped and screwed, Wax's podcast theme. Happy to be here for episode 15. Had a great week, interesting week. Happy belated Thanksgiving to y'all. I hope you had a good time with your family celebrating. If you're in a country that doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, I just hope you had an average or a great standard week. I'd like to start with something that happened to me yesterday. So, like many of you know, if you do listen to this podcast, I live in Venice Beach, California. And what I've been doing recently is I go out to where like they have like a pier, like the main part of Venice has a pier, and there's boardwalks and there's little shops and restaurants, blah 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 blah. So I go out there. I've been going out there to write. Like I wake up in the morning and I take my phone out there, my headphones, and I got my beats or whatever, because I'm frantically trying to finish this album. And I've only got a couple more joints I got to finish. But I feel like when I leave my house and when I just break shit up and get the fuck out of this little cave, I write better. So I go down there and I'm on the pier. I come back like after 2 hours. I'm out there and I get back to my car and it's got a note on it. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's a note just underneath the windshield, you know? So I pick up the note and I have the actual note right here in my hand. It's like on it's kind of weird that this guy would have this. Like he must have went in. It's like a receipt, but there's no receipt. It's like the kind of paper that a receipt is on. But front and back, there's no receipt. So maybe he either worked at a place around there or he went in a place and said, can I get some paper? Or maybe this is just some fucking dumb joke by somebody who works around there and this is all bullshit. And maybe he was just like watching when I came to my car and giggling from his fucking job or whatever. But this is the note. It says, hey man, sorry dude, totally random, but we passed by each other. And I thought his handwriting's pretty bad. Maybe me and him were meant for each other because my handwriting's bad too. Totally random, but we passed by each other and I thought you were attractive. I've never done this and I'm bisexual, but I thought I'd leave you a note and say what's up. Not your average bi, dude, and sorry if this is a little creepy. Anyways, hit me up if you want. And then he left an email address. So, my question to you, especially if you're a dude out there, what would your reaction to that note be? How would you feel about it? My first reaction to the note is somebody's fucking with me, and I just looked around. I looked at every fucking person, because I was right on Washington Boulevard, which is like the main little, like, in between Washington Boulevard, and, like, I don't fucking know, right by the ocean. The Washington Boulevard and the Pacific Ocean, that's where I was. And like right around there, there's always a bunch of people out there. There's like little coffee shops and shit like that. So I fucking start looking around. I'm looking around at everybody there, like looking for the face that's like looking at me and like ha ha ha, what a funny joke we just played on this random guy, ha ha ha. If it was that, it's not that fucking funny of a joke. You could have done something a lot more funny than that. I have to assume that this is real because I didn't see anybody and I just don't. Like, if this is like a fucking hidden camera show, that shit is not going to make it to television. I'd rather watch Bob Saget, Old School America's Funniest Home Videos episodes all day, if that's your prank. All day I'd rather watch Ed Bassmaster. If y'all don't fuck with Ed Bassmaster on YouTube, that's my dude, man. He's the shit. Anyway, I don't know. How would y'all feel about that? Because I got to be honest with you, it kind of made my day. You know, some dude, some bisexual dude finding me attractive enough because I don't get hit on really. Like I don't fucking go like I have dude friends that like when you go to a bar or something. My fucking manager is one of them. My manager Brian Washington. If you go to like a bar or something, like girls just fucking come up to him. Girls just fucking come up to him and are just like, hey, like he's one of those dudes. He just got that vibe. I guess he's a good looking dude. And he's just fucking one of those dudes. I'm not one of those dudes. Never been one of those dudes. People don't fucking hit on me. So for me to get this and this motherfucker to say I was attractive, I mean, him being a guy, him being a girl doesn't really matter to me. But, you know, I couldn't stop for the next, like, hour, like, thinking about this and analyzing it and just, you know, like, how much... It's not really a ballsy move on his part. I know he says in the thing, he says, I don't do this often. I've never done this before, which I think is bullshit. This dude probably does this shit all the time. But, like, how ballsy is it really? Like, what's the percentage chance that I'm even gay in the first place? I should have done some research on this. What percentage of men are gay men? I would say 5% to 10%, and even 10% even seems high. And one out of every 10 men is not gay. No, nah, that couldn't be true. What's the percentage? I should have looked that up before I did this fucking podcast. The percentage of men that are gay as opposed, you know, out of all men. Anyway, so first of all, he's got let's say it is 10% just to make the numbers easy. He's already got a fucking 9 in 10 chance that I'm not even going to be attracted to men. And then out of that 1 in 10 chance, if I was some gay dude, I don't know. Well, maybe gay dudes, they're kind of like, they're all dudes, so all dudes just want to fuck. So maybe they do this kind of shit and they figure, like, you know, maybe you know, you throw out enough lines, you throw out enough hooks, somebody's going to grab onto it. But, you know, this is a pretty long letter. He fucking saw me, put it on my car, so I guess he really wanted to fuck me or whatever. And I don't know. I got to be honest with you, it made my day. It made me happy. It made me feel good about myself. It made me look at what I was wearing. I was kind of wearing like some new pants. I was wearing some new jeans that I had bought. And, you know, I think I'm going to wear them again. Not because I want gay people to be attracted to me, but I know that I would almost argue that I don't know, man. If a gay person finds you attractive, is that more or less likely to make a woman find you attractive? I don't know. I'd say it's about equal. But I don't know. I'm definitely, like, next time I go to the bar, I'm gonna wear these fucking pants. Anyway, that's my story about the gay dude hitting on me. I don't know why I told the story. I just thought that it was kind of interesting. I don't know that it's even funny, but it's just something that happened to me. And I didn't see any evidence of horseplay. I was expecting to look around and see, like, one of my boys. I was expecting to see, like, Dumbfounded or somebody, like, their face popping up in some coffee shop window, like, laughing at me or seeing what I would do. But nah. And he left an email address. I almost emailed him just to be like, yo, I'm not gay, bro, but thanks. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to fucking email him. I'm just going to let him do his thing. He probably doesn't expect an email. He said it's the first time doing that, but I bet you he walks around Venice Beach with a receipt, with a, you know, like when you refill like a credit card machine, it's got like a cylindrical sheet of paper. Like if you imagine a scroll, but much skinnier and much thicker, like it looks like a smaller version of a roll of toilet paper. He probably just walks around with that in his pocket and just does that on every fucking car he sees. I should have looked at the other cars on the block. I bet you he's like, he fucking, he tries to get men in the same way that people try to get people to come to their shows. Like people that put flyers on your windows or come to your fucking special club night. That's what he does. And he figures, you know, these promoters, they figure if they print out 10,000 flyers and put them on 10,000 cars, you know, even a small percentage chance, like 50 people will come to the club. So goddamn, if this guy walks around all day and puts enough of these fucking hooks out there, he's going to catch a couple fish. And I wasn't one of those fish. Isn't fish like a word for like some... What were they saying? Fish. Fish in the movie Half-Baked. I don't know. But yeah, that was that. That was the note from the gay guy that I got on my car that said I was attractive, and I will be wearing these pants more. I don't know what's up. I don't even know if maybe it was just my fucking face. I don't know. Maybe he got a glimpse of my dick somehow. I don't know. It doesn't even make sense, man. That's like really a fucking stupid thing to say, but anyway, whatever. All that aside, this has been a great week. If any of you listened to the last podcast, I was probably being kind of a dick in the last podcast because I really just wanted to get the fuck out of Los Angeles so I could go down to San Diego and celebrate Thanksgiving with my family, and that I did. I went down there last Wednesday, right at like immediately after I uploaded the podcast. I went down to San Diego, and I think I said I don't know if I said it on the podcast. Maybe I didn't want people to know where I was at. I don't fucking know. But I got a hotel room that Wednesday night because we were gonna hang out Thursday like as a family with my brother and his wife, and my brother's wife's mom was in town. So like his apartment was kind of packed. So I was like, I wanted to give them their space. So actually Wednesday night I got a hotel room at the Hard Rock Hotel in downtown San Diego, which is kind of like the Fly Hotel down there. But it was cheap, man. I was surprisingly cheap. Plus I split it with my boy Vic. So unfortunately my boy Vic, his flight got delayed. He was coming in from Richmond, Virginia, and he didn't get there till like after midnight, so he didn't really get to partake in the festivities. Even I didn't. I wanted to get there a little earlier, but you know, podcast comes first. And I got there. I met up with my boy Darren and his girl Heather, and we got a drink at the bar downstairs. And the whole reason I got this place is because they have this real cool rooftop bar. But of course I didn't know it's fucking closed. It's not even open. So that sucked. But girl Heather, my boy's wife, my boy Darren's wife Heather is one of those people that's like, she's like one of those like kind of loud girls who like is always talking shit. You know what I mean? And I love her, but she's awesome, but she's always fucking talking shit. Like if I come down there and don't see her, she calls me a pussy. If she tells me to come party somewhere and I'm like, yeah, I can't, I'm working, she's like, what are you, a bitch? Shit like that. So I get down there and we have a drink downstairs, and she's all talking about this shit that I had heard of but never drank called Fireball. Now Fireball is like whiskey infused with like fucking atomic fireball, the candy. Not like Goldschlager. Like Goldschlager is its own thing. There's another kind of what's that shit called? There's another kind of alcohol that's like is it a Puckers? Is it like cinnamon Puckers? I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like another like hot fireball type thing. But this is an actual whiskey infused with that flavor. And the whole time we were downstairs, she's like, yeah, we got a bottle of Fireball. Big bottle of Fireball. I bet you never had that shit before. I bet you can't even fucking handle that, pussy. You can't fucking drink Fireball with me. All I do is drink Fireball. I am a fucking Fireball. So she's talking all this shit, and I'm like, all right, yeah, let's drink some fucking Fireball, whatever. And we go up to the room, and I swear to God, this talking shit ass bitch was asleep, like passed out with her face on the bed in less than 45 minutes when we were kind of passing around this bottle of Fireball, having fun in the room, shit like that. If you go on my Instagram, you can see it. If you go on my Instagram, Big Wax is my Instagram, I have a photo of her and my friend Chrissy, and Chrissy is standing above her with the bottle of Fireball. We actually had 2 bottles of Fireball, and that's Heather that has her face in the fucking hotel bed. So I know she doesn't listen to this, so it doesn't matter. I don't know that for a fact, but I don't see why she would know. People that I know personally don't fucking listen to me talk for an hour. They get enough of that. But she wasn't so fucking fiery. She just more of a ball of fucking, I don't fuck. But yeah, that was that part of my Thanksgiving week. Then the next day I woke up, and I drove the 10 minutes that it takes to get from that hotel to my brother's beautiful apartment. It's not really that beautiful, but it's beautiful because him and his wife and his 2 sons are there. And his wife's mom, Lourdes, who's awesome, was there as well. And they started cooking. It's become, I didn't even think about that. It's kind of funny, I guess. It's become a Thanksgiving tradition since I don't really cook or anything like that. It's become a Thanksgiving tradition, and this is all something that my brother's wife, Yes, has created. Like one time, a couple years back, I randomly brought, like, you know, you got to bring something to Thanksgiving, whether it's wine or beer or fucking sweet potatoes with marshmallows on it or whatever people make. You got to bring something. So I just went to the grocery store and I got one of those prefab, like, you know, the trays with shrimp cocktail, like shrimp going around in a circle, and then in the middle there's the cocktail sauce. So I got one of those, and my brother's wife loves shrimp cocktail, so ever since then, you know, but without me saying anything, she calls me before Thanksgiving and said, you're bringing the shrimp cocktail, right? And it's just become this Thanksgiving tradition that I bring shrimp cocktail. So I don't cook. Why would I? Because my brother and his wife, and Jesus Christ, his wife's mom are like amazing cooks. Like it was like a Puerto Rican / American Thanksgiving. It was cool. It was like if you took all the classic standards, the turkey, the stuffing, the potatoes, you know, but then just kind of, I don't know, fucking added some sofrito to it or whatever they put in there, And they put like some kind of pork on everything. I swear to God, the stuffing didn't even taste like stuffing. It tasted like meat. Like it had sausage, beef, turkey. Like it had all kind of shit in it. But it was great. And a great meal. Started drinking extremely early because we ate extremely early. And that ended up being kind of a party night too. We went over to my boy Fraser's house. Fraser is my boy who actually he used to be in my band. He was the drummer in me and my brother's old band. I've known the dude since I was like 5 years old. And we just went over there after, my brother didn't go over there, he stayed with the fam, but me and Vic went over there kind of after hours and just more drinking, more hecticness. Very cool to see all my friends down there. And usually when I go down there, I just go down there for a day or two, say what's up to my nephew, you know, my nephew Max and my nephew Manny, and I just kind of family it up. But this time I actually got to party with some of my friends down there, so that was cool. But even that, nothing, even the partying and shit like that, as awesome as it may be, nothing brings you the joy of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids are what really matters. Like you see them, and you know, you forget about anything else. You know, they're just smiling and they're just happy to be saying anything. And Max is at that age where he'll do anything you tell him. So he's especially fun. He's like almost 2 years old. He turns 2 in January. So he's just kind of like starting to talk, and he just loves talking. So if you tell him to say it, like we're watching the football game, I'm like, football, football. He's like, football, football. And he just does all kinds of shit. Like him and my brother have a song they sing together. My brother has his home studio set up, and Max will just randomly go up to the microphone, and he just goes, rap, 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 rap. That's what he does. He just says the word rap over and over again as if he's rapping. Like I guess he's seen my brother working on his shit before. And that's what he does, man. He can't, you know, as a person without a girl or a family or anything like that, I can tell you that it makes you kind of be like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? You know, this could be a lot of joy brought into my life. Broughton, that's a Maryland word, Broughton. What she, but what else am I gonna talk about on this? All right, so the partying kind of ended, and me and my brother, we got to working. He's got 2 kids, his wife and his mom in town. So his wife's mom. So because his wife's mom is in town, he was able to get out for a minute. So we couldn't really. I'm taking off my fucking hoodie. It's hot as fuck in my house. Oh, I'm fucking taking off my hood. I'm taking off my shirt now. Taking off my pants now. I'm jerking off. I'm jerking off right now. What the fuck am I saying? What was I saying about my family and Thanksgiving and beautiful kids? So the next day, me and my brother were like, fuck it, we need to get some work done because we're working on this song for my album. And so I was like, man, I'll just get a little shitty hotel room and we'll get the fuck out of here. So we went to the hotel and we were very productive. Very productive. Finished the song. I just got to add a couple little tweaks and a couple little bells and whistles, and we got bam. Classic Wax and Herbal Tea song on my album Continue, which drops January 15th, 2013. Classic Wax and Herbal Tea. Just fucking rhymes, hard beat, dope shit, man. Shout out to my boy Lack of Afro, a.k.a. Adam Gibbons, over in the UK. I doubt he's listening to this, but he made the beat, and the shit is fire, man. He's been on a roll lately. Him and EOM, man. I keep on getting so many good beats. I wish I had more time to work on my album, but in all honesty, like, the shit probably should have came out a while ago, so I just need to get the shit done. And then maybe after that, I'll take some of these extras. I'll take some of these extras and make a mixtape or something. I got a lot of extra songs, like songs that I've spent weeks on. That I'm just like, I get to the end of them, that's not good enough. And or maybe just not good enough. It just doesn't fit or something like that. But yeah, so we worked in the hotel room. Kind of sucks working in the hotel room because you can, like, it was really thin walls, and it was, you know, it was Thanksgiving weekend, so that it was kind of packed. And you could just hear people all around, and when you're worried about being loud, you can't really rap the way you want to or bring the emotion and energy you kind of want to. But we said fuck it and just did our thing. It's the worst they can do, kick us out. So I come back. Actually ended up coming back Sunday morning, and I always like the drive from. I always enjoy the drive either from LA to San Diego or from San Diego to LA. It's like, it could be anywhere from 2 to 5 hours depending on traffic, but generally it's like 2.5 hours. And, you know, I just spend that time either listening to listen to random songs, or I like to listen to albums all the way through. This time I listened to the Kendrick Lamar album again, which is fucking awesome. You guys should check that out. Good Kid, Mad City. I listened to a classic in my book rap album, Sound Bombing 2, which I used to listen to all the time. I could probably recite that front to back. And then I even went further back and I fucking listened to a really older album, Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, which is a classic hip hop album. I was trying to listen to some just some rap shit, because that's the only shit I got left to finish on my album is a couple rap songs. I'm just looking for inspiration from my man Chuck D, my man Kendrick L, and the various people that were on Sound Bombing 2. Sound Bombing 2 is an interesting album now. It came out in like 99 or 2000 or something. And it's just cool to see like where those people are. Like there's so many artists on there. Like Pharoah Monch was on there, Mos Def, Kweli, Eminem, R.A. the Rugged Man, fucking some older, like Grand Poobah was on there. The fucking Still Getting Mine and the 199 was on there, I believe. Why am I tripping about? Yeah, of course it was. What the fuck is wrong with me? Of course it was on there. But it's just fucking crazy to listen to, man. And thinking about like, you know, where Eminem is now. But then, you know, like in contrast to that, you know, like where's Mr. Eon now? Like on the second song was Mad Skills, Mos Def, and Mr. Eon. Like where's Mr. Eon now? You know, it's just I think that's interesting. Like what happened to people? You know, who would have known then that Eminem would just be like, you know, this big, huge fucking superstar. Didn't happen for Mr. Eon. No, I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's still killing it. I don't fucking know. Maybe listen to this podcast. The odds of that are the same odds that I would email the guy that sent me the note on my car. The odds of Mr. Eon from the group The High and Mighty. I had a friend who really fucked with them. It was Mr. Eon, and the DJ's name was I can't remember, but I do remember they had this funny song about jerking off. It was called Hands On Experience. It was really funny. I think it had Kool Keith on the song. And yeah, but I digress. Then I got back to LA and I've been mad productive ever since. I've changed my strategy. I don't just sit in my fucking house and try to write raps anymore. I'll go out. I got my fucking headphones and I got my beats on my phone. I walk down the Venice Pier. I walk through the canals. I love being on the pier because like I can't help it because I play the shit really loud in my headphones, probably because I'm going fucking deaf because of all the years of fucking loud music, but I pretty much have to play anything at full volume. So I'm down there, I can't hear anything, like I can't hear shit but the beat that's out the headphones. And I'm on the Venice Pier, and like I catch myself like really, really rapping the shit out loud. And I'm even doing, like I can't rap without doing shit with my hands, like I'm doing like the rapper hand, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll turn around and I'll be startled by like an old lady walking her dog, and I just realize like, holy shit, I'm just out here on the pier in this fucking solemn, this nice quiet morning, and I'm just out here rapping like a dick. Not like a dick. I'm doing my thing or whatever. They probably think that's kind of interesting. Everybody goes out there and does different shit. Some people go out there some people go out there surfing. Some people go out there skateboarding. Some people are walking their dogs. Some people are doing that surfing shit where you stand on the board with the fucking pedal like it's a canoe that you're standing on, but it's just a long surfboard and you're fucking. I saw a dude doing that shit that was fucking. It was fucking badass, man. He was fucking riding waves with that shit, standing up, fucking looking like he was whitewater rafting, but standing up. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I talked to a lot of old people down there. I tweeted that earlier this week or something, that I like to talk to old people because they're fucking honest. They tell you anything. You just got to make sure to keep the conversation short, because you got to find a way to get out of the conversation, because they'll keep fucking talking, these old people. These fucking old people, we should get rid of them. I don't fucking know, man. Just here working on my album. I don't know how good this podcast is. Not a lot of zingers on this podcast. Just a lot of fucking telling you about my week, you know. Just working on this album. This is the last week I got to work on it. I got to be done it by Saturday, and then spend the next week mixing it, and then we fucking duplicate that shit. We're making physical copies. Trying to come out with some cool merch. Do a new shirt. I want to get beer koozies. Might even do vinyl for this one. Might do some vinyl. I don't know. But it's gonna be like any other project I've put out. None of the fucking albums I've ever put out in my life I've ever been completely satisfied with. I know a lot of other people like them when they listen to them, but whether it be my last 2 mixtapes or the other albums I've done, like I've never like put something out. Like I know some people are like put their album out and they're always like, I present to the world my child, my emotions, my everything, my album. I've never ever been like that. Every time I listen to it, I'm just like, fuck, man, I fucking didn't do good enough. This could be way fucking better. And I'm not just specifically talking about this album. I'm talking about everything I've ever done. That's just the way I am. I don't know. I'm like the laziest perfectionist that there is. It's a weird combination of shit. I'm mad lazy and mad perfectionist at the same time. It's a weird conversation. But yeah, sorry about the lack of funny on this episode. You know what? Let's get to call someone and fuck with them real quick. I can call my boy Dumbfounded. Can't believe I haven't had him on the program yet. He probably won't answer.
What up, fucker?
Yo, what up, dude?
What up, mate?
Chilling, man. What are you up to?
Fucking chilling. What's good?
Chilling, man. I actually right now, as we speak, I'm recording my podcast. I'm calling you and talking to you on the podcast right now.
All right.
You got a second?
Yeah. What's up?
I mean, nothing really. I was just gonna say what's up. See if you want to talk. I noticed on your Instagram that you got a new chair.
Yes, I did.
What did you get? Like you got like a kind of like a Staples chair. Like, is it for your studio?
Yeah, I did.
How is it?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, man. When I saw that, because I bought a chair like that relatively recently, and I gotta be honest with you, man. Like I felt like, you know, I felt good about it. Like when buying a piece of furniture kind of gives you a good feeling.
It does. Very grown-up feeling.
Yeah, like when you buy a couch, like when you graduate from like the dude who gets the couch from his, like when you're like at your friend's house, you're like, I hope he gets a new couch so I can get his old couch, or you just get it off the side of the street. When you graduate to like dude who buys a new couch, that's like a step in your life, I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I haven't even gotten a couch yet, so I'm halfway grown right now.
Fuck, I haven't even been in your new crib yet.
Yeah, man, you come by. It's super dope. No furniture, but it's like the perfect place to do like drugs, and you need open space. Like, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
When you say no furniture, like you mean like no?
What do you mean no?
Like you say it has no furniture. Like you.
Like I don't have a bed or a couch right now.
Where do you just sleep on the floor?
Yeah. Very Asian style.
Hardwood or carpeted? Oh, nails. Okay.
It's not a. It's carpet. It's carpet.
Well, that's more comfortable, I guess. Is the whole place carpet, or is it hardwood, or what?
No, the whole place is carpet. It's a 1-bedroom. It's actually a lot doper than my old place. It's really dope.
Your old place was all right, except for the bathroom was kind of shitty usually, but that was a cool spot though. It had like a vibe to it, you know?
Yeah, the bathroom was extremely grimy.
Yeah.
Like I would bring girls over, and I'd be surprised they would put up with that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They would like they'd just go to like the subway across the street to do their fucking makeup and shit.
I mean, that tells you a lot about the girls I would pull back to my place. So.
Yeah, you should see their bathrooms. Way worse. So what else is new with you, man? I know that your album's been out for a while, but we might as well plug it, man. It's a fucking great album.
Thank you, bro.
Take the Stairs.
The album's called Take the Stairs. It's been out for a little over a month now, I believe. And yeah, man, it's good, dude. You know, a lot of new music on there. You're on it. Got a lot of good reception for that song. We probably should shoot a video for it, but we probably won't because we're lazy. Okay.
No, I actually fucking really fuck with that song, man. I love the hook. I love David So's part too, and I like that song.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, bro. We got to get on some new music for your shit.
Yeah, man. That's like the one thing I'm missing. It's like crunch time, man. Like I gotta get you over. I actually have something I could maybe get you on, but we got to do something, like, cause like that shit's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll come over this week for sure.
All right, cool. What you know what song? What are you gonna shoot a video for that song "Drinking Alone"?
I plan to, yeah. Right now, I don't have anything in the works for that, but this weekend I'm shooting a video for 10 rounds.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but definitely I got to do one for Drinking Alone. That'd be tight.
That's by the way, that's amongst me and my people I know, Casey Chan, I believe AK, that's kind of like a very unanimous, as far as people I know of, unanimous favorite.
Yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to do that video.
One of my favorite recent uses of the deep voice guy. Drinking all alone, feeling like an outcast.
Nice.
Going through my phone, looking for a quick smash.
Yep, Breezy Lovejoy.
That's not you saying that?
No, that's me.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I'm talking about him on the hook. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely killed the hook. I was gonna say he did a good impression of you if that was not you.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, definitely me.
So what else you been doing? You had any crazy shit happen to you personally? Anything that doesn't even have to do with music or anything like that?
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of things right now that I'm going through that, I'm just trying to deal with that has nothing to do with music. Pretty much trying to grow up right now, bro.
Oh yeah, like in what way?
Not really grow up. Like I'm gonna keep it youthful and shit, and like the imagination active and shit. But I'm saying more growing up on a level with, bitches and shit like that.
What is it? So does that mean you're gonna start wearing condoms? I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I'm just fucking with you.
Nah. I'm just, I gotta, just control. I definitely don't want to have bitches run my life, and pussy.
Right.
I just gotta keep it cool and just focus and. Because both of us, we're blessed where we get to do our music thing for a living and shit, but that comes with a lot of responsibility to kind of self-discipline yourself,
Yeah, and you're good with it too. You're like, you're a ladies' man, so it's if girls are trying, I mean, if you're a dude and girls are kind of like want to fuck you, it's very hard to not do that,
Exactly, man. That's what I'm controlling right now, and it's good. It's not, like, out of hand or anything. Oh, and I'm also trying to, probably travel a little bit more without, with not just tour, but just to kind of just get out, and disconnect from the internet and shit,
Yeah, it's tough to do, man. It's tough.
It is. I'm scared. It's like I'm scared to do it because I'm like, yo, this is kind of part of my shit, too, I have to be on social media and all that. But a part of me just wants to disconnect from all that shit too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know. Even I've talked about that with Brian Lee before. Sometimes he just feels the need to disconnect. I get. Like this past week, I went down to San Diego for Thanksgiving, and just seeing my brother and his 2 kids and shit like that is kind of like that for me. But I'd still like to go. I'd like to go to just the fucking desert and camp or something like that too.
Yeah. Just do some mushrooms or something.
When was the last time you did mushrooms?
Last time I did mushrooms was, I haven't done it since last year actually. I mean, I usually try to do it 2-3 times a year.
No shit, really? That's a pretty good amount. I don't know.
It is. I know it is. I mean, honestly,
I'm not judging you, but I'm not judging you.
No. When I was younger, I did a lot more mushrooms, when I was in high school and shit like that.
Right.
And but I mean, in the last few years, it hasn't been that crazy. I maybe done it once a year for the last 2-3 years or something,
Right.
But last time I shroomed was on the beach, on a Sunday afternoon or some shit, last year.
That's a good place to do it, the beach. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do it if I wouldn't want to go out in K-Town or some shit like that.
Nah, fuck no, hell no.
That. Be around a bunch of people. I remember the worst hallucinogenic experience I had was at a bowling alley. We decided to trip and go bowling.
That does sound pretty
and
horrible.
it was the fucking worst, man. I was just scared in there. All the noise and all the fucking weird people eating nacho cheese and super pretzels and shit. It was just weird.
I actually wouldn't mind doing shrooms sometime in the near future, real soon.
So a good place to do it would be out out in east, there's Lake Tahoe or some shit. You ever seen pictures? You ever been to Lake Tahoe?
Yeah. It's nice. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna take a trip to Arizona or something in the next few weeks and maybe do it there or something.
Word. Or you could just take a trip to Arizona and not do any drugs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just do that. I mean, yeah, I don't even know why this mushroom talk just came about.
I don't know. I asked you. I asked you.
Oh, okay.
You might have brought it up, but I think that I kind of took it to a deeper place.
Like, I've done mushrooms a lot in my life, actually. Like,
Yeah,
I've done
a good
mushrooms
amount too. I
over
used to do
30
acid
times
more.
in my life. You see, like, me, acid-wise, like, I actually have a very interesting acid story. It's kind of pretty awesome.
Do tell.
It was like it was the one and only time I ever done it, and it was I was on a family trip when I was 12 years old, and
Jesus.
it was with 5 other families, and it was me, and then 4 of the 5 families had kids. So 2 of the other kids from 2 other families were my age, so it was 2 girls that were 12 years old, and me who was 12 years old, and then there was 1 kid in another family who was 15 years old, and he was like a big raver and shit, and he was into like all those rave drugs. And he gave us these 3 tabs that had pictures of Smurfs on it. It was like small square pieces of paper. And he told us to just keep it in our mouths, like sug on it, and we just had it, and it just didn't taste like anything. 20, 30 minutes later, we're tripping balls in front of our fucking family and shit.
Think about how fucking young 12 is. That's crazy.
Yeah, man,
What
we did
happened
that
after
shit.
that? Do you remember anything, like any specifics of the trip?
Yeah, I definitely remember, man. It was just a lot of like, every time I was looking at different things, it just felt like frames. I was like looking at by frame. All my nerves were all over the place. I remember like fucking someone splashed water in my face, and I felt like the splash like 2 seconds later. Like, I was
Oh,
all
shit.
over the fucking place. Like, I was frying my ass off, and it was crazy because like that was the first time I ever did drugs or even smoked my first cigarette. You know what I mean?
So before ever smoking weed, before ever smoking a cigarette, before ever drinking alcohol, you ate acid.
Yep.
That is
It was,
crazy.
I'll forever remember, and it's so funny because I run into those 2 chicks all the time in Koreatown, and they're fucking crazy as fuck.
Mm.
Like, not that crazy like they're psycho and shit, but I'm saying like they party and like they are just on some other shit. I felt like that acid trip kind of changed all of us in a certain way.
I remember it'll definitely change you. It'll definitely make your brain do weird shit. That was when I was younger, like mushrooms weren't as big. Acid, and where I'm from, acid was really popular, and it just happened to be around, you know. But an interesting thing about acid is it's super fucking cheap. Like it makes you it makes you bug the fuck out all day for like 16 hours, and it's like $5.
I know, it's intense, dude. It's crazy.
It's a super cheap drug. But I used to, I don't know. My mom listens to this podcast, but I don't give a shit. I remember my brother took some acid, and I remember we were sitting in my parents' house, and we had like the trophies, like from like Little League baseball, and he was just saying that the little dudes on the trophies were like actually swinging the bat, and they'd hit and just run around. You know what I'm saying? Like the basketball guys were actually shooting and dunking.
When I did it, I didn't see too many like visuals. I was more like feeling shit, and you know, like I couldn't stop laughing. Like I remember that. I could not stop laughing.
And your parents were like around, like they were there?
Yeah, but we covered it up pretty well. I don't think they could have ever imagined we were on acid, you know.
Dude, if you're 12, maybe you're just fucking giggly with your friends. Like how would you possibly think that your 12-year-old kid fucking is on LSD?
But they did blame like the 15-year-old kid, like, because they knew that he was into all that kind of shit, like weird shit.
Right. Do you still keep in contact with that guy?
No, dude, I've been trying to score acid off him for like the last 15 years.
You still got that same shit?
Man, it's just like, it's crazy because I haven't done acid since then, but I've attempted a few times and I've always ran into bunk-ass acid.
I used to have a friend, my boy Greg, used to go to fish shows, and he just fucking, you're familiar with like fish show parking lot scene? Like, or like the Grateful Dead or whatever. The whole parking lot is like,
those are some of the biggest druggies and shit, right?
And it's just like an open air market for everything, from everything from weed to hemp necklaces to beer to just fucking dresses and shit. But you know, people were constantly selling drugs, and he would just go there, and you know, it takes an hour for acid to kick in. So he just go there and he just fucking cut a piece of paper up and sell as much acid as he could and just leave in an hour.
God
like
damn.
an asshole. Some asshole shit to do. But then again, you're only out $5, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, man, fucking I was gonna say something before we started talking about mushrooms. I can't remember. Oh yeah, what did you what did you do for Thanksgiving? Did you do anything cool? Did you do anything for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, what the fuck did I do? Yeah, actually, my family never does Thanksgiving. But, like, we're kind of all on our own shit.
Is that
And,
now? Does that have anything to do with you being a Korean American, or is that just your family's
Nah,
thing?
not really. I mean, Korean families in the States at this point, like, they're all doing Thanksgiving shit.
Mhm.
But, like, nah, my family is just, you know, very, like, we're all, my mom and my dad, they split up when I was younger. Me and my sister, we've been living on our own for a while, too. So we're kind of always on a different ship. But this time around, me and my mom, my sister was out of town, but me and my mom, we actually joined, like, another family for Thanksgiving. So that was
Nice.
pretty fun. Yeah.
That's what's up. Let me see, man. I actually have like questions. What are you doing? Do you have a couple minutes?
Yeah, I got a few minutes. I mean, I got to go in like 5 minutes or something, but
Let me see if I can find a question, because I do like answering questions from listeners. You know what I'm saying?
so this is how's the podcast going anyways? You got any fucking listeners, or is it just
No,
OP?
dude. Yeah, it's just him, and every he's the only person that emails me. He's just like, fucking stop doing that shit, man. But nah, some of them are funny, and like I think like right before I called you, like I just kind of talked for like a half an hour, and I think this week's episode was not as funny, but it might have, I just kind of talked about what I did for Thanksgiving and shit. But every now and again I have a little zinger here and there. But I think
Is it just you?
yeah, I just fucking talk.
That's crazy.
It is fucking crazy. I think people that listen to it think I'm crazy because I'm just like a fucking guy that lives by himself and talks to himself. But let me see if I can find something with like some advice or something like that. Because you're good with the women. Let me find, because people send me questions, just random shit for advice or just like dumb shit. But there was one guy that sent me something about girls. I can't fucking find it, of course. All right, this is kind of a long email. You want to listen to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is from Ricky. Anyway, my situation, he says some shit, and he says, anyway, my situation is about a girl. Normally, I have no problem talking to girls, and more often than not, I'm the one telling girls that I can't be more than just friends with them. And fuck that. This is long. This shit's too long. I'm not going to read that whole fucking thing. Sorry, Ricky. Sorry,
I
Ricky.
got excited until you fucking started reading that.
It's just really
shit.
long. You know what? I'll sum it up for you. He's fucking with this girl that's like a super innocent kind of girl. Like, he thinks,
Right.
and he's kind of like maybe not like that, and he doesn't know what to. I don't fucking know how to explain this, Dom. I don't know how
Is
to
it a
explain.
friend zone question? I don't want to deal with no friend zone questions.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking subject you to that one. I'm sorry, Ricky. Fuck, I don't know that I have. This motherfucker said this. All right, I'll read this one. All right, I'll read this one. This is from Adam from Arizona.
Okay.
I live far away from my high school, but I ride the bus. I sit in a one-person seat on the bus, so I don't have to sit next to anyone. This works out well. However, there's this chick that sits behind me, and she smells, all caps, terrible. To put it into words, she smells like she sleeps on a mattress soaked in cat piss, and she hasn't taken a shower in weeks. It's one of those warm smells, too, like when you sniff, the air enters your nose warmly and just makes it worse. I know she's the culprit, too, because the bus don't stank until she gets on. Usually I wouldn't complain about something like that, but I have to be on the bus with this chick for literally half an hour. I would tell her how bad she smells, but that's rude as fuck and not my style. I've tried moving seats, but the smell fills the entire bus, and the driver doesn't let people put the windows down. I'd bring some nose plugs or some shit, but that's pretty extreme. What do you think I should do? I don't know if I can stand this much longer, and I have to ride the bus. Any advice would be great. Even if you don't have any ideas, I hope you and all your listeners got a laugh out of this. Well, you did. I heard you chuckling.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty in detail. It seems to really be affecting him in a big way. I mean, if he's not going to tell her, then, somebody probably should tell her, or, she's going to be subjected to more ridicule. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, he probably should tell her, dude. It's fucked up if he gets the whole, starts a rally with everybody on the bus to, let him know that she stinks and she's the culprit,
You know what he maybe should do is talk to her by herself. Like, don't put her out in front of everybody on the bus, but talk to her when she's by herself and be like, listen, you're a good person or whatever. I hope maybe she's not a good person. I don't know, but to be like, you're a good person. I just want to tell you honestly, and just tell them. I mean, it's a school bus. Like, you know, if you ride on the bus in L.A. or something, like, you might sit next to people that stink, and you just gotta fucking handle it or get off the bus. You know.
Right.
But I don't know. I can't really provide any more advice than that.
No, I feel you, dude. I think I think that makes sense, man, for sure.
Here's one. This is a short one. Yo, Wax, much love from Australia. I consider you as one of my heroes. So I want to know, who are your heroes, and will you ever come to Australia? I've never been. Didn't you go to Australia? Oh, you were gonna go to Australia, right?
Yeah, never been to Australia.
Yo, we should go, man. That's a place we should go and eat mushrooms.
Seriously.
But I know it's a kind of a weird thing to ask off the top of the head like this, but who are some of your heroes?
Who are some of my heroes?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, Bruce Lee. I put a song about him today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I watched a documentary about him recently. Fucking beast.
I mean, Bruce Lee is just dope. I mean, I'm sure he's a hero to many, but personal heroes. I mean, besides like family, I don't want to say some cheesy after-school special answer like, oh, it's my mom and all that. Yeah, I mean, she's a hero. But besides that, let me see.
Let's get more, just to make it easier. Like what? Let's say musically.
Musically, who's a hero? I like Method Man and Redman a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Besides them just being dope rappers, I just really feel like they're just completely I love the personality, you know what I'm saying? Like, complete honest, like, I don't give a fuck attitude, A lot of rappers are like that, but with them, they just seem like they really don't give a fuck, and they don't put themselves on, like, a pedestal, or, you know what I mean? Like, they're just not, they just, they have that average man feel to them,
Yeah, definitely. I think especially Redman, like, he had, everybody's seen
that MTV Cribs episode.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, and he does what he does. Like, he's like, in some ways maybe it's bad for him financially. I don't know his financial situation, but he's like the opposite of a sellout, Even if he did the song with Christina Aguilera or whatever, but even that shit was dope, and he came out and did Redman,
Exactly.
Their show was terrible though. Did you ever remember when they had a show?
What show?
They had a sitcom. Method Man and Redman. They had a sitcom.
Oh, I didn't see it. No, was it really bad?
It was really bad, man. It was really
damn.
bad. Which sucked because their movie was fucking awesome. How High was great.
How High is a classic.
Yeah, that shit was great. But I think once they got into that corporate world and people were kind of trying to write for them, I mean, they really I don't know. It was bad, dude.
Right.
But shit, fucking, what the fuck does this shit say?
Anything else?
I can't. I don't know because I'm trying to read these things really fast. And some of them are like this one. There's this one chick that asked me about my religious beliefs. I don't know if you want to get into that because I kind of
not really.
Yeah, either do I. I kind of dissed Christianity on my last podcast. I was saying I don't know, whatever. Fuck it.
You just dissed it again.
I kind of did. I don't have anything against it. I just think that it's crazy, like, that people just believe.
I'm not really into organized like religion.
I just think that the basic tenets: a virgin had God's baby, and now we say that wine is his blood and bread is his body, and we eat and drink it. I think that's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the tenets. I think the 10 Commandments and shit are great, but I don't know. But well, shit, man. I'll let you go and do your thing. I'll let you go sit in your fucking new chair. When are you gonna get some? When are you gonna get some furniture, man? Get a fucking couch or something. There's a place in fucking on Lankershim in North Hollywood where I got my couch called Al's Discount Furniture, man. You should go to that shit.
How much you spend on your couch?
I don't know if I want to put that out there. No, it was like $600.
This couch I want, it's like a 3-piece set thing, and it's like it costs like $1,400. That's a lot, right?
Have you seen my couch? Remember my brown couch? It's two. It's like an L. Yeah, it's real comfortable.
Right.
Go to Al.
It's what?
I'm saying Al. Al's Discount Furniture.
Al's?
I think that's what it was called.
Is it pretty cheap?
Yeah. I mean, some shit was expensive, but I feel like I got a pretty good deal on my couch. It's just nice to get a new couch that you don't get off the street and you like know that it hasn't been in weird places, you know?
Where is Al's at?
It's on Lankershim in North Hollywood.
Okay, I'll check it out.
You probably got Discount Furnitures by you. Stores by you.
Al's Discount Furniture sounds like a sleazy ass place.
It sounds because I think Al Bundy gave Al the bad name. You know?
Yeah, he did.
He
did.
What if fucking
Al Roker? There's Al Roker.
Fucking Al Roker. You know, it's a quick story about Al Roker. I was watching all the coverage of Hurricane Sandy. You know, and you know how all those fucking dudes, all the weather guys, have to stand out like right by the water and like act like they can't even stand still because the wind's blowing them so hard. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And right as I said to my brother, like I said to him, like only white people would do this. Right as I said that, they fucking cut to Al Roker literally standing in the ocean, like up to his knees in the ocean. That's my Al Roker story.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, man. Well, dude.
I hope Herbal Tea enjoys this podcast.
Nah, he doesn't listen anymore.
And you did epically roast me today on Twitter and Instagram. Just know
Oh,
that.
you like that screenshot, huh? No, but you came at me with the nice initial zinger.
I did start that, and then you killed it at the end. I'll give you that. You and this one.
Anybody who wants to know what Dumb's talking about, go to my Instagram at Big Wax.
God damn it.
No, but that just means that next time because I can't remember what it was the last time we got in some kind of Twitter beef. You fucked me up. No, you said you said something to me. And then I said something about your haircut. I said that you go to the same barber as Kid Twist, and you're like, you haven't been to a barber in 10 years. I was like, oh shit. It's kind of like I thought that was a good last word. Good last word.
Word, bro.
All right, cool, man.
I'm gonna head out, eat something, but all right, dude. I'll answer later this week.
Yeah, I'll get up with you this week. Let's make a song.
All right, bro. Cool.
Cool, man.
Peace.
All right, nice. Finally had my boy Dumbfounded on the show. Nice little talk with him. Hopefully that turned out all right. Had a little talk about furniture. Had a little talk about hallucinogenic drugs. And I can't gonna lie to you, I feel really bad for Ricky. I'm gonna fucking read his shit. I just didn't want to fucking. It's just a really long email that Ricky sent me, so I don't want to get too detailed into that. Let's get to some shout outs. Shout out to Giovanni B. Shout out to Two Dope MCs. Two Dope MCs, that's TOODOPEMCEES. That's their YouTube channel, youtube.com/2dopemcs. Check them out. Ryan M with the theme song. Natalia. Craig from Cork, Ireland. Daniel B. David C. Fuck, I just burped. I'm sure you fucking understand that by hearing me burp. You didn't have to have me fucking say it. But Mike Voss, who I did a show with in Philly. He just won 5 consecutive Freestyle Friday battles on 106 in Park. And that was Dave C. from Philly who emailed me to tell me about that. I didn't even know they still did 106 in Park. I didn't even know they did Freestyle Friday, much less 106 in Park. I mean, I don't watch TV. I don't even know the fucking BET still exists. I don't fucking know anything. I literally don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I just watch Netflix, and then I occasionally look at Yahoo News when I check my email, and it's usually some dumb shit. Trevor, who had the crazy dream. That was a crazy dream, Trevor. Ben K. Danielle. Danny from Leeds. Thomas, the baseball player in Toronto. Ben from Maine. Christine in Toronto, thank you so much for that letter. Seriously, Christine in Toronto, that shit made my day. Caleb W, Riddy, Monica, Bill in Detroit, Daniel E, Josh T, Victor S, Dominic O, Richard C, Javier, Teddy P, Brody from Australia's girlfriend Ashley. Shout out to you, Ashley. Dan R, Juan G, and my man Bert the dentist. So no Raul Justice this week, but I'll give him a shout out anyway. Shout out to you, Raul Justice. It's a fucking awesome name. Let's get to one from Shannon. Shannon T. Hey, Big Wax. First of all, thanks for putting the podcast first and working so hard on your new album. I'm really looking forward to it. I love your music. Hopefully you'll like the album. I definitely am working hard on it. That's the fucking fact. After last week's podcast rant on the Immaculate Conception, I'm just wondering what your religious beliefs are. I agree that it's hard to believe everything that happened in the Bible, especially when science portrays something different. But as a Christian, I am taught that the Bible is truth, and personally I try not to question it. Well, I mean, that's why you should question everything. Why wouldn't, if you could treat the government that way too and not question them too. But anyway, I've been thinking about death a lot lately, and not with suicidal tendencies. Just not knowing what happens after death is terrifying to me. So with that, I was wondering if you ever think about death, and if so, does it scare you? Sorry for the depressing email. Thanks for reading it anyway. Yes, I think about death all the time. And it scares me too that I don't know what's going to happen after it. But, what are you going to do? I think about it all the time because I don't live the most healthy lifestyle, and sometimes I feel like there's shit in my torso, like where all my vital organs are. Sometimes I just feel like maybe something's not right in there. I got to go to a doctor and get some kind of checkup. But yeah, death is a terrifying thing. I think about it a lot. And just to be honest with you, at this point in my life, if you were to ask me what I think happens after you die, I would say the same shit that happened before you were born. The world is happening and you're not there. So it'd be like if you went to sleep and you never woke up again. I know that's depressing. And the reason that religion exists is because that's depressing. In my opinion, from the knowledge I've gained, which is not very much, the reason we have these organized religions, it's all based on we want something more. We're too scared of the end. That's why they all have an afterlife. I can't think of a religion off the top of my head that doesn't have some type of afterlife. And that's really what it's about. I mean, isn't that what the Bible promises you? Heaven? That's what we want. We want to go to heaven. And it's just scary thinking that we just actually, with the honest truth maybe, that we just fucking become part of the dirt, Just like roadkill on the side of the road. And I know that's fucking mean to say. And I don't have any problem with Christianity. I think that some of the things that they teach in there are great. But if you look around the world, I mean, what are all these wars about? Everybody mad about some religious shit. So, if you say that I'm not attacking you, Shannon T, but if you're saying you're taught the Bible is truth and you try not to question it, I mean, why are you taught that? There's somebody else in another part of the country that just because of where they happened to be born, they were taught that Islam is the truth and they try not to question it. Somewhere else, they were taught the same thing about another religion. It's just a random thing of where you were born and what environment you are. We're all human beings. Do we have different truths? Is one of us right? I don't know. I mean, I do know. I don't know anything, but I think that, I don't know. Maybe there is one right religion. Like in the fucking South Park movie where it was Mormons. The only people in heaven were Mormons. I thought that was funny. Yo, Wax, big up this is from TJL. Yo, Wax, big up on the podcast. It's the highlight of my week. Thank you. I know you spoke about it on the last podcast, but usually would you make a beat or get a beat and write to it? Or write and then put that to a beat? I almost never, what he's saying is, do I write a verse and then find a beat for it? Or like write you know what I'm saying? Or do I like have a beat or make a beat and then write to that beat? I pretty much always do that. Like the beat is what kind of gives you your idea for what you want to do. The mood of it will inspire you for what you want to do. Or sometimes, for me, sometimes I'll just play this shit on guitar. Sometimes I'll be just walking down the street and I'll think of a melody. But as far as rap verses, I'll think of like little lines and little things that rhyme randomly. I'll be walking down the street and realize, that this rhymes with that, and then I'll eventually put it into a song. But it's usually the beat that gives you like the main idea. I already did this one. Yo, Wax, much love from Australia. I consider you as one of my heroes. So who are your heroes, and will you ever come to Australia? I'm 75% sure I'll be in Australia in the first half of 2013. That Rosanna video that I did is really giving me some opportunities. I got this dude in Australia that's trying to blow my shit up. So We'll see what happens. I hope to come there. As far as my heroes, Martin Luther King is definitely one of my heroes. Bob Marley is a hero of mine. My brother is a hero of mine. My brother is a hero. I look at his life and I'm in awe by his life, and he is a hero of mine. Jared B. Hey, what's up, Mike? I'm Jared from NJ. Shout out would be nice. I'm a long-time listener. Insert dick riding comments about how you're my favorite artist, and I will eagerly await anything you put on interwebs. Well, thanks, Jared B. Now to my question. It's simple. Do you like your own voice? The main thing that really drew me into your music was your unique voice. I'm not even talking about your awesome singing, rapping voice, but just your regular talking voice. I don't know what it is about it, but I think it's fucking awesome. I appreciate that, Jared B. Same goes for Herbs. You two have really great voices, IMO. What does IMO mean? I'm just kidding. I know what IMO means, motherfuckers. I was just kidding. It means innate monsters orgasm. So I'm curious to hear what you think about your own voice. Would really appreciate a response and can't wait to cop the album. About to cop a Wax and Herbal Tea Fly With Us shirt. waxandherbaltea.bigcartel.com. Get that Fly With Us shirt. Keep up the good work, man. Peace. As far as my own voice, after years, when I first started recording in a studio, when I was much younger and I was in that band and I was recording I hated my own voice. And then I got to a place right around when I did Liquid Courage where I really actually started to like my own voice. But now I kind of am sick of that motherfucker, man. To be dead honest with you, I'm just kind of fucking over it. I'm kind of overhearing myself talk and rap and shit like that. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I know that a lot of people out there do not have the same opinion as you on my voice, you know? Because it's kind of high-pitched and it's kind of grating to the ears. So a lot of people don't feel the same way about my voice as you, Jared B. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes people can just have a real slick voice. Sometimes people say cool shit. I know there's people that I don't like their voice, you know? I'm not going to fucking name any people that I do and don't like their voice, but I remember there was a song by Gangstar called It's Mostly the Voice. It gets you up. It's mostly the voice. And that dude Guru had like one of the most amazing voices of all time as far as rappers. So, I mean, what it's really about, man, as far as voices, in my opinion, what it's really about is uniqueness. You know, having a voice that's unlike somebody else's is probably more important than what it actually sounds like. Like, if you listen to the people, think about the people that have the really distinct voices of our time. Like, think about Louis Armstrong, or like, who else has like a really distinct voice? Or even fucking when Eddie Vedder came out, I don't know, maybe there's some local dude he copied, I don't know. But the voice is distinct. As soon as they fucking start singing, Bob Dylan, as soon as they start singing, you know it's them. There's no question whether it's somebody else, you know. Already did Adam from Arizona about the bitch that had the stinky bust lady. All right, this is from Russell P. All right, I like this one. My best friend's email was read on your podcast before. Shannon was the babe from Wisconsin who could have a quote-unquote corgasm while at the gym. I don't know if you guys remember that email, but I thought that was awesome. I was just thinking about it now, thinking of a girl like doing. She said that there was certain like ab exercises and shit that she could do, where like it would, I guess, rub her vagina the right way in between her legs, that she could actually have an orgasm while like doing sit-ups and shit. And to me, just picturing some girl in fucking little tight pants, workout pants on a yoga mat doing fucking the bicycle move or whatever, and just fucking go, I don't know. That's fucking hot to me. Well, her and I have known each other for 3 years. I know she loves me, but needs a little motivation to maybe date me. Shannon simply adores you, Wax. So can you please put on a sexy voice and convince Shannon that I'm the right man for her? A little Wax never hurt a relationship. Thanks, Russ. P.S. I am cool with her having orgasms at the gym. That allows for me to have more time to make/eat sandwiches. Word. Well, hey, Shannon. I'm not going to put on a sexy voice, but, I mean, you know, Jared B, he didn't say sexy, but Jared B thought I had a cool voice, so I'll just use my regular voice. Hey, Shannon, I think you should give Russell a chance. Sometimes you need to take these things beyond just a friendship. You need to take them to the level of a full-blown relationship, and then maybe while you're fucking working out doing your abs, and having your orgasm in your vagina area, his penis can be in your mouth. So, and maybe you can bring in another guy for finger butthole. Then you may bring in another girl, and she can like kind of lick on your nipples. It's like, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Hey, this is from Carla, the stay-at-home mom. This is one of my favorite listeners. She sends me awesome emails. This is from Carla, the stay-at-home mom, who I believe is in, I can't remember where she lives. It's either in like Washington State or Canada. I can't, somewhere where it's cold. Carla, hey Mike, I'll keep this short this week. The number 15. What does it mean to you? You use it a lot for your release dates, and I was just wondering if it's significant. P.S. Shout out to me. My birthday is on the 21st. Carla, stay-at-home mom. Carla, happy belated birthday. Happy Thanksgiving. And as far as the number 15, it's interesting that you sent that because this is podcast number 15. And yeah, I'm releasing my album on the 15th, and I believe I released my other 2 mixtapes on the 15th. And you know what? It's just a big coincidence. There's no significance. There's no anything. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's something that I don't even realize. But this is podcast number 15. I don't even know if you realized when you said that. But yeah, I don't know. And let's finish this podcast off. It's getting a little long here. Let's finish this podcast off with my man Ricky L's thing that I was going to read it dumb, but it's just a pretty long email, and I didn't want to go too far with it. What's up, man? I know you get this a lot, but you're one of my favorite artists, and I think you and EOM are my favorite duo, team, / whatever. Thanks, man. Anyway, my situation is about a girl. Normally, I have no problem talking to girls, and more often than not, I'm the one telling the girls that I can't be more than just friends with them. They make it obvious that they make it obvious they like me / tell me, and I have to be the one that has to say no. Okay. I'm average looking, but I have an amazing personality, and I'm confident. You must be confident if you say I have an amazing personality. And I can make people laugh. Okay, but getting back to my question. There's this girl I really like, and she's so sweet and shy and innocent. I feel weird even cussing around her. She's awesome, and she appears to like talking to me too, but I can't tell if she would like me the way that I like her. Like I said, I feel kind of awkward being myself around her because she seems so innocent, and I'm not used to dealing with girls like that. I don't know how to bring it up with her and not make it feel like I'm coming off too strong, because any small confidence I give her makes her smile and turn away kind of in this super cute, shy way as she says thank you. I do want to add that that's something she'd do to any compliment from anyone, I think. So basically, I like this super innocent, relatively shy girl, and I feel that I can't completely be myself around her. Should I just go for it, and hopefully things won't get awkward if that doesn't work out? Do you have any advice on how I should go about doing that? Or should I just get it in my head that we wouldn't be a good matchup, and I'd always feel like I'm walking on eggshells if we did try, quote-unquote, us? It would be great to hear back from you on this, and good luck wrapping up the album. Thanks, man. I listen to you all the time, and I agree with a lot of the things you say. And think you give great advice, man. You gotta go listen to like fucking Dr. Drew and shit like that, because I don't give very good advice. That I would recommend as well as recommending your music to people. Well, I appreciate that, man. My name is Ricky. So basically what you're telling me is the girl is shy and innocent, and you don't feel like you can be yourself. What I would do, I'm just going to be honest with you, Ricky. What I would do is I would try to get her to a place where you're alone and try to kind of like start doing physical stuff with her and make out with her and shit like that. Because a lot of these shy and innocent girls, when they get to that place, they might not be so shy and innocent anymore. A lot of times that's kind of like a front. And the girls that you think are the freakiest, just by talking to them, they're all outgoing and they're all like, oh yeah, I'm talking about sex and shit. You get them into a closed space, and then they're just a fucking log. They're just a log. And then some of these innocent girls, as soon as that door closes, out come the whips and chains. It's pretty crazy, So that my advice to you would be to just go for it, dude. And if you're like, I don't even feel proper. I feel weird even cussing around her. Like, say fuck it, cuss around her. Just see what she does. See what happens, man. You should definitely, if you're like actually interested in pursuing her, you should definitely be able to be yourself. So yeah, that's my advice. And according to you, it's great. I give great advice. I don't think I agree with that. I don't think you should follow my lead on anything. The only thing that I would say that maybe I would give good advice on would be, what's something I would be actually qualified to give advice on? I don't know, man. There's nothing I'd be qualified on. If you want to know what it's like to move to Los Angeles when you're from a small town, I could tell you what that's like. If you want to know how to play certain chords on the guitar, I maybe could tell you what that's like. But if you want to know what it's like to do like some shit where you like maintain a relationship and shit, I'm like, that's like asking fucking, that's like asking Tiger Woods how not to play golf. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get my drift. But that's gonna be it for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like I've been saying this a lot. You know, I got to get more on point with this shit. And this one I actually was prepared. But I did have a good phone call with my man Dumbfounded. And I'm gonna get out of here and work on my shit. Be safe out there.